Welcome to Washington Youth Soccer's age-appropriate training program. My name is Gary White, Technical Director.
I'm Darren Sawatsky, the Director of Youth Development.
Our age-appropriate training program has been designed for the recreational coach or the youth coach that would like to find out more information about how to train U8 players. This program is online. So the first part of week 1 is dribbling and agility. As you can see, the coach has set up a 20 by 20 yard area, Darren.
Yep, and she's, which is appropriate to the age of the kids to make sure that she can stay connected. You also notice that the coach has distinguished herself so that the girls don't get confused as to who is training against who.
The purpose of this practice is to improve general coordination in a fun, orientated environment.
Exactly. And again, we always want to talk about putting smiles on their faces because they are kids after all. We want to work and help develop their ability, agility, and the different techniques and things that we work on. But at the end of the day, they have to have a smile on their face. What's
important here, Darren, is you see the coach is totally involved in the session. The players are feeding off her enthusiasm and motivation.
Exactly right. And, you know, at the end of the day, you're teaching soccer skills and different things that we work on, but the connection between the coach and the players is paramount in this type of training. This warm-up is designed to get kids excited, get them smiling, get them energized for the game, as well as involve all of the girls, as you can see within the grid. And this can be used at any level, but obviously with this age group, you're helping to teach ability and growth within the player in a fun environment that isn't super specific.
So the procedure, the players are split into pairs, one pair, and then split again with one of those players being named it. That player will chase the other player. The other player will try to find another pair, and as she finds another pair, the player on the outside will then be released and become the chased player.
And again, in the game of soccer, we're talking about a game of movement and agility. These are the beginning and basics of soccer before we even add a ball and bigger groups. We're working on individual player ability in a fun environment.
The main coaching points that the coach would consider at this point is the change of direction, Darren, and how important is that in the game today?
Oh, it's massive. You know, you talk about everything from a 4v4 up to an 11v11, even a 1v1. Change of direction in the game is the way that you unbalance a defender or a group of defenders in order to penetrate the opposition.
And then the player has to think ahead, have a good vision of where they're going to go, so they're starting to play in the future, which is another massive consideration in today's development.
You know, we're moving on. We're talking about cooperation. How then do you work to move to the next one? As you can see, one person joins the group and the next one's ready to go.
And then obviously the major part here is the agility, different dynamic movements without being taught them, and obviously fun, Darren.
Well, again, the most important thing in these age groups is that they learn in a fun environment. If we're too strict, then they're not going to want to do it. They're not going to want to be there. If you leave them laughing and having a good time, they'll be coming back for more.
And this is a warm-up, but the players are moving around, having fun, getting their bodies warm, ready for the session ahead of them, in a very, very controlled, safe, fun environment.
Exciting soccer.